Hey guys, it's Mick. Welcome back to more Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender action. And the last one, we finished up day 4 with two new guests, Betty and Deal, who Jill seems to have known from the dog incident that I actually don't know much about, but also the Apollo Bank in the game has been it's facing a threat, and Say is there, and Gil also had to peace out for mysterious reasons. So I'm just worried about everyone. But the best way to find out find out if things are okay is to just keep on keeping on. So day 5, the 17th. Good evening. Huh? I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bar has used impending closure as a means to getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention, I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What did you say? Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet? Nope, I wouldn't worry too much about him though. If you say so. That girl's still here? Yep, she was sleeping so peacefully I felt bad about waking her up. So, would you mind doing that for me? Actually, yes, I mind. But you're the boss, and it's kind of my fault she's in here in the first place. Sorry about that. Hey, young lady! Sleep another hour and we'll have to start charging you a motel fee. Where am I? Oh, right. The shoddy downtown bar. Let's see. All my gear is in place, and neither my pants nor my panties, shirt, or bra have been displaced. Oh, it's the flat bartender. Good morning. Good evening. Evening? Oh well, it's the best day of sleep I've ever had in quite some time. Sorry for all the trouble I may have caused you today or last night. Don't worry. You're so nice, flat bartender. Stop calling me that! Thanks for taking care of me. Bye. And she's gone like a thief in the night. Hello, guys and gals. Streaming Chan's back in action with her batteries reloaded. The moon! It burns! I feel like I've just unleashed something terrible onto the world. Come on, it's not that bad. Say, what's this bottle? A client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice! Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Let's give boss some run. Go to the bottled drinks tab and Grandpa booze. And drag it to the shaker before mixing. There you go. Here. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office. Thanks. Anytime. Okay then. Okay, well let's start today with Dawn Approaches, I guess. There it is. And there we go. We're ready. Time to serve, mix, and change lives. What? Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to retort. Man, it feels lonely without Gil here. I just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here. I can't do this anymore. A brain? A brain? I guess we were just talking about uploading brains yesterday, but what the hell? What voice do I give this? Good evening. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Blue fairy. How is it gonna drink? Where does its opening? What? What if I just made it drunk? I'll give it 3 Carmotrine. I want to get this brain drunk. Here you go. Nice, yeah, this is the thing. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff. Should have figured as much. You can drink stuff and eat. I have the same system Lilum do. Can I ask you something, miss? Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. And yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. That's such an obvious joke. Nah, too easy. You are a brain in a jar, right? I'm sure not a hologram of that, I'm sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, how? Why? What, does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, I have a speech prepared for this situation. A speech? You're seeing one of the 5 great living bottle brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature, all while computers in our jars scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one? Sure. What brings our world's 5 brains in jars to this place, though? Oh, I'm from around here, actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Have you ever come here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise, I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill? That's a really cute name. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today, what with the commotion around and all? It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's gonna take more than cryptid but ominous news to stop me. You're awfully energetic, did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all. Just figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder. Do you want to make me happy, Jill? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, just give me a beer. Alright then, yeah, I'll make you happy. 1 beer to make Taylor happy. Alright, you sure do got it, Taylor. Just all mixed, yep. Here, a beer. Ah yes, no matter what happens, beer's always good. It's interesting though. Just yesterday I was talking to a client about brain uploads. You were? Yeah, we were talking about how even if you upload your brain, you'd still be here. I've thought about that too. Do you think the you in the cybernetic environment would feel like she was indeed transferred? Like would she remember everything, like waking up someplace else and so on? That's an interesting question. I was actually thinking earlier about being able to transfer someone's brain into a Lilum. One of the brains is being used in such an experiment, actually. They can make a functional Lilum. Unfortunately, the wiring and other such stuff makes it look more creepy than anything. They aren't transferring his identity or anything, though, just wiring him into a body. Oh. You'd think someone would rather do that than float around exposed in a jar. I have to admit, the whole brain thing does look creepy. But the body I'm telling you about is just uncanny looking. Speaking of uncanny, how did you feel when you saw yourself like this for the first time? It was quite a shock, actually. It didn't last too long, though. I never was too attached to my body. Later in my life, that was almost literal. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk. If you want to call that a downside... If you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience. Why though? Lilim can get drunk with no problem. Yeah, but in their case, their brain's a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their body. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in a different behavioral cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being a jar is figuring out exactly how you work. Yeah, you're right. Yellow. Who is that? Do we know them? Hey, Gil. Oh, Alma! Hi, Alma. Oh, just Alma. Where's the courtesy one would expect from plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. Whoa! You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in Lilim maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It'd make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? I guess if Jill's the bartender, I don't have a problem with that. Awesome. I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a cobalt velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine, actually. You're gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay then. A cobalt velvet. Have we made one of those before? I don't remember. I don't think so. But we'll make one now. All on the rocks and mixed. There you go. Your drink. Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the past year. Judging from the way you talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? One would think it's been longer. It feels like it's been longer. Shut up. You love me and you know it. Oh, I absolutely do, Alma. So, you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy, speaking of which, where's Pablo? Gillian. Archimedes. Don't know, adventuring or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came here, nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving me, and I don't know, it just feels like she gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. I would absolutely ship you two if it wasn't clear that that Jill had such a big crush on Donna. But I think you'd two be cute. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than with many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late, and I've got to go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya. Bye. Please come again. That Taylor sure was nice. A bit weird at first, though. Apparently one of the 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters and 1 brother. Is the brother a trans boy then? I guess that would be the implication. But Alma, you gotta get used to that, though. Like, you really got, like, if that is the case, you really gotta get used to, like, seeing them and referring to them that way. Like, even misgendering someone when they're not present is really bad. So, like, work on that, okay? Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters in the alphabet. So you're the eldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think too much about it. I never said that the order reflected our ages. My sister Carlotta is the eldest one, and then there's Diana just before me. Then comes Eva, at the bottom lies Sorry, the youngest is Bernardo. Yep. Okay, so Bernardo's a trans boy then. Alma, I respect that you're trying. But, like, it's clear that this, like, it quite hasn't made it through to you yet. And, all I can say is try harder. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time, Evita and Bernie were born, Diana and Carlotta had already moved. Speaking of the family, today I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernie do. Not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second eldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Oof. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Damn. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. She didn't think about that when she married a guy she'd only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced me to. Seems was her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but then later the kiss cam focused on us and instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you rejected him. In a stadium. On the fucking kiss cam. We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on wedding night line. Oh. I mean, I don't blame you at all. 3 weeks? 3 months is pushing it. 3 weeks? What the... Also, don't propose to people in public like that, at least without, like, discussing your future first. Like, the best thing I've read is the proposal itself. Like, the method of proposal should be a surprise, not the proposal itself. Like, you should always discuss your, like, future with someone if you're serious with them, and know if marriage is something, like, they would like someday, right? Obviously, you don't just go like, hey, would you accept if I propose to you? Because, like, that's not romantic or anything, but, like, you have to be, like, reasonably sure they'll accept, and that's something they'll be happy with. And if you're not sure, don't propose in public, because that puts them on the spot and puts pressure on them to accept and makes them seem like they're an asshole if they don't. I'm very passionate about this. Basically, if you propose to someone in public and they have no idea you have any plans to propose, you're kind of an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that just puts them on the spot and kind of forces a yes out of them, unless you're, like, strong-willed like Alma. But I honest to God can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. That sounds too convoluted, you know? Proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex? Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to get you to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? A good enough service, I'm guessing. Cacique. Huh, interesting name. What does it mean? Cacique's the name of the chieftains in some native tribes. I see. Do you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories where rum's involved. Give me a fringe weaver instead, will you? Alright. One fringe weaver coming right up. One hit. Wow, she's getting drunk then. All aged and mixed. One fringe weaver. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and my dad are split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Huh. Didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know, I just kinda said, that's it, one day and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family lives in France to boot. So your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? I don't know what that means. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna look it up. See, here's the thing. I've probably talked about this before. I don't know if I have ever in a video, but I say this all the time. I'm in Ontario, and so because I'm like next to Quebec, Ontario curriculum typically asks students to take French from grade 4 up until 9. And I stopped taking it as soon as I can, and I probably shouldn't have. Learning French would be incredibly useful, but here's the thing. When you are forced to learn a language that you don't care about, it can kill your interest very quickly. And language is one of those things that you have to have an interest in to pick up. At least, like, at that point. When you're younger, obviously, you just pick it up. But, like, at grade 4, I think that's about the point where, like, you have to be interested in it to sort of pick it up. So I dropped it in grade 10 immediately. Alright, Google Translate. Tell me how to pronounce this, and tell me what it means, roughly. I know Google Translate isn't the best, but Mon Aero Glacier est plein d'anguilles. My hovercraft is full of eels. How's that pronounced?
Mon aéroglisseur est plein d'anguilles. Mon aéroglisseur est plein d'anguilles.
Mon aéroglisseur est plein d'anguilles. I probably still butchered that. Anyway, I hate it. Oh, what does that mean? Rubbish? I don't know. I can't speak French. I did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by, but you'll be hard-pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kinda lucky, you know. All of my mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer of my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist, and you call that uninteresting? I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't. Ever. Sounds like something someone would say to make bartender sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of the systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world. They need security, I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info, like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me you once secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job. Sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I've always had Sudoku or a crossword with me. I like Sudoku, I need to play it more. But at some point, they started feeling kind of samey. So when I started college, I took a course on system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. And it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got a gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. It is less action-y than what movies make it up to be, though. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Will you have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. Any classy drink. Here goes nothing. Classy. Bad Touch, 250. Brantini, also 250. Cobalt Velvet, 280. Fringe Weaver, 260. Mercury Blah. Well, sounds like Cobalt Velvet is the one, because it is expensive. All on the rocks and mixed. There you go. Here you are. Yup, just what I needed. Thanks. Say, Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? Well, people have the right to not give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. No bonus means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I have to pay bills. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? Nope. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Yeah. Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend too much on things other than food and bills. Maybe maintenance on my hands and the new equipment, but aside from that... Oh, I know. If you have trouble with your bills, why not live with me? We could be roommates. Dunno. Moving my stuff through the stairs because the elevator's broken. Having to move my liquor collection. Never mind the fact that my cat's a shut-in and got very upset the one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. You shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, you know. Honestly, knowing what I do about you, that feels sort of like a half joke. Like, if Jill was into it, you'd totally be like, yeah, hell yeah, come live with me. I don't, but I've thought about it before. Now I need some air. I'm gonna take my break. You wanna come? Are you inviting me to the back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taken from my break. Fine, let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure. And we are done with day 5's first break, or I guess the first part of day 5. So, I think for now, this is a good time as any to end things off, so thank you so very much for watching. In the next one, we will continue day 5, and I seriously hope I see Gil or Say. I hope they're alright. Anyway, see you then.